How's it going? Welcome back to the show. This is You May Roscoe, and I am Roscoe. And today we're going to be doing a reaction to a medley. This is the Yentl medley that's being performed by Barbra Streisand. She did this in 1994 in Anaheim, California. Anaheim. So we'll be checking this out. Before we do that, I do want to ask for anybody who haven't that they please subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell and also make sure that you go over to Barbara's homepage and do the same thing because we do want to support the artist. And I do want to give a shout out to Donna Trotsky. First off, I'm doing that. And then I want to say thank you for suggesting that I check this out. I actually, the last reaction that I did was to Barbara was to the Yentl medley in another setting, and that request was supposed to be big, from Donna. So that was actually a case of why you should read a whole message and not be skimming like I did, or jumping ahead of myself really because I just read up to the part where, the reaction, the title of the song, and then I started recording and then I read after I had already uploaded the rest of it when it said, this particular so it's good to read the whole message. I'm trying to move so fast, so sometimes I have to slow myself down. And I know better. But I get caught up sometimes. I try to me being so time conscious. I try to capitalize on time. So I'm moving fast all the time. It seems like, but I'm gonna go ahead and if I haven't said much love to you, Donna, much love to you, and we're gonna rock this out for you and everybody else out there. So, without holding this up, let's go ahead and start it.
Okay. Oh, tell me where is it written what it is I'm meant to be? That I can't dare to have the chance to pick the fruit of every tree, or have my share of every sweet imagined possibility. Well, those are the questions that women have been asking for centuries, and incredibly enough, I think they're still asking them today. And I think that's what attracted me to Yentl and why I felt I had to make the film. Well, Yentl, as some of you probably know, is the story of a girl in Eastern Europe at the turn of the century, when the world of study belonged only to men. But Yentl's father, who recognized her thirst for knowledge, taught her secretly. After his death, in order to continue her studies, she had no choice but to go out into the world disguised as a man. Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you see me? Papa, can you find me in the night? Papa, are you near me? Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you help me not be frightened? Looking at the skies, I seem to see a million eyes. Which ones are yours? Where are you now that yesterday has waved goodbye and closed its doors? The
stop. We'll stop it right there for a sec and push it back to, let's say, here. We'll do that. And of course, this is a dazzling performance up to this point by Barbara. And that was, she did something that's very old school. When she stops mid song. Well, she hadn't gotten to mid song at this point, but at any point in the song, when they stop in the song, just to start telling this story about whatever the heck, and she's I like when artists do that type of thing. It's a very old school to see these stage performers who they're doing their thing and then they just stop and start telling you this story and, and go back right back into song. But yeah, no, she's doing a great job, and we're just going to continue. So let's do this.
Closed its doors, the night is so much darker, the wind is so much colder, the world I see is so much bigger now that I'm alone. Papa, please forgive me, try to understand me. Papa, don't you know I have no choice? Can you hear me praying anything I'm saying, even though the night is filled with voices? I remember everything you taught me, every book I've ever read. Can all the words in all the books help me to face what lies ahead? The trees are so much taller, and I feel so much smaller. The moon is twice as lonely, and the stars are half as bright. Papa, how I love you. Papa, how I need you. Papa, how I miss you. Kissing me good That song touches everyone, doesn't it, in some way? To go on with the story, Yentl then meets a boy who she falls in love with. But it turns out he's already in love with another girl. But because of circumstances that I can't go into right now, they're prevented from getting married. So, to make a long story short, or a short story long, he asks Yentl, who of course he thinks is a boy, to marry the girl, so he can still see her. Not Yentl, the other girl. So the girl and the girl get married. If you want...
Working out has done a lot for my mental health. I got more energy, and I don't get into a rut.
Want to see how Yentl gets away with the...
Let me stop it for a second. And she actually answered a question that I had in my head. I was thinking about like who or what is Yentl, and then I come to realize that Yentl was, the girl in the story, who's singing about her dad, apparently, but yeah, no, I was sitting here and I've been wondering, like, every time I run into Yentl, it'll pop up in my head like, what is Yentl? And now I finally, like, after all this time, Yentl was the girl, who was dressed up as a boy. But yeah, no, let's see.
In love with another girl, but because of circumstances that I can't go into right now, they're prevented from getting married.
Well, let me stop that because the siren just kind of just at this time of night. I'm like, it just don't stop. Chicago, man. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, I've rewound it to the point where I was at before, so we can restart this again. Let's go.
Another girl, but because of circumstances that I can't go into right now, they're prevented from getting married. So, to make a long story short, or a short story long, he asks Yentl, who of course he thinks is a boy, to marry the girl, so he can still see her. Not Yentl, the other girl. So the girl and the girl get married. If you want to see how Yentl gets away with the wedding night, you have to rent the video. But it's just a variation on the boy meets girl story. Very 90s. Anyway. Ow!
Where'd that come?
I just came from New York, you know, the gay games and everything. Anyway, one night he comes over to their house to study, but it's clear that the only thing he wants to study is her. Not Yentl, her wife, her. You get it? His eyes never leave her face. See the way they gaze at her like slaves. They follow everywhere she goes. Do my eyes forget themselves, and do I ever look at him and smile in such a way that what I'm feeling shows? Sometimes I get the feeling everybody knows, and even though it's crazy, still I can't help wondering if I'll ever live to see that day when by some miracle of miracles he'll turn around and look at me that way. Oh, tell me where is the someone who will turn to look at me and why?
Because I am so intrigued now. Like I want to see this movie now because that was like really kind of weird, you know. And I need more context to to like know what's happening in that scene right there. But just from somebody who doesn't know and hasn't watched this movie and just seeing that scene, I see, Yentl, is dressed up as she's dressed up as a guy or a dude, and she has these feelings for that dude, and he's sitting right there next to her, and he's looking at Yentl, the man, the man, Yentl, with this weird look, like either he knows that she's or he's a woman, he Yentl actually a woman, or he's got gay feelings or something. I don't know. That was kind of crazy. So I don't know. Not that I mean, it's not important, for it is. I'm just curiosity piquing, when I see something like that. I'm just like, wow, that was kind of crazy. But yeah, this will be the last time I stop it. So let's finish this out. Let's push it back first of all. I think like right there should do. And let's go.
Where is the someone who will turn to look at me and want to share my every sweet?
Yeah, I'd lie when I said it was going. Yeah, let me push it back because I just saw something. Yes, it was just quick, so really quick, but it was really dope how they were showing the visual of Barbara, her in character on screen, and then how it phased into the visual of her now on stage, right in the same place. You know, that was really dope video work. Hopefully, let me see if yeah, all right. I'm pretty sure I rewound it so we could catch it. You know, but this will be the last time I stop.
That way. Oh, tell me where is the someone who will turn to look at me and want to share my every sweet imagined possibility? The more I live, the more I live, the more I learn, the more I realize, the less I know. Each step I take, each step I take, each page I turn, each page I turn, while I travel only means the more I have to go. What's wrong with wanting more? If you can fly and soar with all there is, why settle for just a piece of sky? I can hear you, Papa, I can see you, Papa, I can feel you, Papa, watch me Papa, watch me
Stop the car.
You must think I'm stupid.
Stop in the car. All right, let's stop that. Let's push it back. Let's enlarge this again. That actually was a great spot to stop this. Like a few seconds there. Beautiful, gorgeous. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Barbra Streisand with Yentl Medley, with the Yentl Medley. Of course, Papa, Can You Hear Me? Piece of Sky, whatever else is mixed into there. But yeah, no, she did. There's not there aren't, well, especially like with that last note. That last note was so effing high. Oh my goodness. Like and long too. She held that for like a long while, but just a tiny display of like what she's really about. Like she's about this singing life. like there's some people who's in the life, and then there's people who are about that life, and Barbara is about that, like but this was you want to talk about grandiose. That was this. Just very huge, very epic. I mean, the performance, which she gives like a very spirited and elegant and all that type of stuff as far as the performance is concerned. But then there's, I'm just talking about just the theatrical part of it, you know. But yeah, no, the vocal aspect is just so off the chain. It's unbelievable, you know. And seeing that I just did a reaction to Laura Fabian doing, you know, this medley, and I had posed the question of, you know, who people thought, or who was their favorite between the two, not who thought who, you know, who was better or anything like that, because I really don't like to do that stuff. I know music is so subjective, you know, and you know, people, you know, they're in love with their artist. So um what whoever your favorite is going to be number one to you, you know, when other people, they have, you know, whatever their choice is. But um Barbara, she smashed this. She did an amazing job. This is a two thumbs job, like right off the bat. You know, she gave you everything in this. So um that should say enough. But yeah, no, definitely two thumbs. That last note alone. That note alone was worth it. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like, she hit it so crazy high and held it for so long. You know, I was just like, wow, you know. Just when you think you can't be like shocked and amazed by stuff, you know, especially when you've been reacting to people and you think you got a pretty good handle on where they're coming from, and then they hit you with something new or something you probably wasn't paying attention to, or I don't know. She like smacked me. That was like a god smack. But yeah, no, two thumbs all day, every day for this. I'm gonna leave, but before I do, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. You'll pick the one named Barbra Streisand reactions. Of course, you'll see this and anything else that I have reacted to that features her or will react to in the future. I do have playlists for other artists, a lot of great music by those artists, a lot of different genres of music. So when you get the chance, please check that stuff out along with the stuff that's not music related. Cash App, $ you made Roscoe, PayPal at you made Roscoe. Super thanks option is available for those who like to show their support or appreciation for what's being done on the page. Any donations will be made to any of those spots that I just spoke of. And that's it. I'm done. So I will see you again soon. So until next time, be safe and be good.